Hello, my peoples. It is Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. I hope you're having a good hump day. Middle of the week. Feels like a Tuesday, even though it's Wednesday. I've had a great day. Kind of a weird night last night. I had trouble getting to sleep because I usually sleep with earbuds in my ear and kind of listen to Wayne Dyer all night long, just real low level. But my phone, the charging port was reporting to the phone that it was wet, so I couldn't charge it, and I couldn't put a headphone into the jack port or whatever, and it was beeping and just kind of disrupted my sleep. But that's all right. And then but I did get up on time, exercise this morning, and then I make Emery a small smoothie so that way she can start her day off with some raw foods. We're really trying to focus in on that. And then I got a full meditation in, got my prayers in, and then my whole routine was on point and had a great day trading. So I've actually had a really good day. And then I finished it off with in Solar World, I've got a couple of new projects going today too, so I've actually had a really good day today. I've got some friends up in Payson Pine area, and they're sending me pictures and videos. It's snowing up there, and it looks really beautiful. And we're getting some rain here in Phoenix area, so that's good. Hopefully the earth is getting some water because we need some water. I know Lake Powell is really low and all the lakes are really low, so we need some water. And yeah, last night was kind of a disrupted sleep because my phone, and then right before bed, my daughter Peyton and I kind of got into it because she was pretty excited and showed me these, really expensive shoes she bought, which I was kind of a jerk and was, kind of got after her a little bit, like, why are you spending so much money on shoes? You have 10 pairs already, and we're trying to save for college, you're leaving and it's very expensive and blah blah blah. And just like this whole dad 18-year-old daughter cliche event. And so I don't know, daughters are going to be daughters and dads are going to be dads. And so I guess this September, when the bills start rolling in, we'll figure it out then. But it would be great if she could save a little bit, actually a lot, because she is working a lot right now. And I just kind of hate to see her fall into the trap that I know a lot of people do, where they're just exchanging all their time for stuff, and it just seems pointless to me, and believe me, I like stuff, I buy stuff too, but I don't really want to feel like that's all I'm doing is just working for stuff. Like, I mean, we've all had friends where they go to work so they can make money to pay their expensive car payment, and the car payment is basically just driving them to work and back. That's it. So like, it's like a circle. And does somebody really need a $1,200, $1,500 car payment? So I don't know, but if she's anything like me, she might have to learn the hard way on a couple of things. So who knows? But this weekend, we're actually going to be going out of town to check out a college for her. And so we got a lot of exciting things going on right now. And other than that, I mean, life is good. My life is real good, like Nacho Libre. But I hope your life is good. I hope things are going good in your life. It's been probably about 2 months since I've been doing these videos, and sometimes I wonder why I'm doing them. And then I kind of talk, like have these conversations with myself that like, if all it ends up being is like a journal for me to look back on, or maybe they'll be buried in YouTube for a decade or 2 decades, and maybe one of my daughters will watch them then, or maybe one of my grandkids if I have grandkids, just like, who knows, but I know that by doing them, I am putting myself out there, and some people may think it's kind of weird, or that I am a weirdo for doing it, or stupid or dumb or whatever. I have no idea. And that just kind of begs the question of like reputation versus character, which I've been really like, that's what part of this video experiment is about for me, is by doing it, I feel like I'll hold myself more accountable by discussing some of these things in a forum where other people might know. If I'm putting it out on blast that, look, I want to weigh 175, like I got to do something about it. I definitely don't want to be doing this video 8-9 months from now still at 185 and just, I'll get there. No, it's just a work in progress. So it's just putting things out there, and with my trading, and because that's my dream, and a lot of things that I'm working towards are tied to that. And it's awesome when things go as planned. It's awesome when things go exactly as planned. And today, last night I did all my preparation for today, and I was super patient today, and executed properly. Probably could have done a little bit better on where I got in at, but it didn't move against me, anything that was unexpected, and when trades develop like that, it's just so much different than impulsive behavior, compulsive behavior, or revenge trading, some of the traps that all traders can fall into. And I want to say especially me, because I am an addict, I am in recovery, and I can, that does tap into that part of your mind where all of a sudden sensibilities go out the window, and like you don't care about anything but something like you can't even control. So it really is a very intense self-examination, and within that, I honestly believe it's helping me evolve into the best version of myself, because I have to be honest with myself. I have to honor my word, and I'm monitoring my behavior. I'm actually documenting my own behavior, and I feel really, really fortunate. I feel, part of my process is in, super early morning, I'll walk down into my circle, come back just to get away from the screens, because a lot of times trading's boring. Like if I'm just waiting, when I'm doing it right, it's boring. I'm waiting for the trade to set up exactly the way that I forecast it will. And if it does, that's when you take action. If it doesn't, you're supposed to sit on your hands and do nothing. And so a lot of times you can just be sitting on your hands doing nothing. And, but when I make that walk, I'll just think about how grateful I am that I'm literally living my dream. And, with my buddy, John, that, this is exactly what we spoke about in 1995, 1996, 97, of one day we're going to be trading stocks and blah, blah, blah. And here we are doing it. Now I'm not retired, and I'm, not generating a lifestyle off of it, not paying for my family's life because of it, but I'm more on the way now than I've ever been. And it's been my lifelong dream. And to sit on that chat, because him and I will just sit on like a Zoom call type thing for a couple hours every morning, And I don't think I could do that just with anybody. I mean, with him, like, God, we can talk about Utah football and world events, and then especially dive deep into this, technical analysis and stock world that both of us just kind of can't get enough of. And our other buddy, Laney, he's involved, but that kind of discussion, conversation throughout the day, it actually, he doesn't like it because it takes away his focus. And I totally get that. And so does John. But like, it's just really interesting that we're doing it. We're on our way. And I feel really lucky. I feel lucky to be alive, and I feel lucky to be in the spot I am, and just lucky to have the family that I do, and lucky to be dealing with, my problem. Somebody said yesterday in the meeting, he was talking about his life in contrast now versus when he was in active addiction. And he's like, if I were to tell you about my problems, it would sound like I was bragging. And that's kind of the way I feel, because I know some people have some serious stuff that they're dealing with that breaks my heart they're dealing with it. And I feel very fortunate that myself and my family aren't dealing with what they are. And, maybe somebody else might look at some of the things that we're dealing with and they wouldn't want to deal with them. I don't know. I mean, everybody has their own issues and their own problems, their own things they're working on. So, but within recovery and with what I'm doing, I'm learning more. Right now, I've never been at a point where I'm more willing to turn it over to God and just let, like, hey, I have no idea. Like, I'll turn it over to God. Just like this thing with pay. Like, hey, we'll just figure it out in the future. I've always been taken care of. We've always found a way to manage it. We've always found a way out. Like, we'll just figure it out. Like, and I can have confidence in that. And I can have confidence in the fact that, my experience tells me that life only gets better. And I'm going to ride that. I'm going to ride that all the way home, because we have had low points. We've had some dark times, but I find myself today in a spot where it's never been better. So if I believe that it's just only going to get better, maybe it'll only get better. So I hope you're having a good Wednesday. I appreciate you checking in. Hope all is good in your world. And I really appreciate you being a part of this. Have a great Wednesday night.